Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and today we're going to work on a light. One of my subscribers sent me 8 of these LED tubes, and I thought that you just take the bulbs out of the fluorescent bulbs out and just replace them with these. And my way of thinking was that these here had boards in them that converted it from the ballast to the LEDs. Wrong. Basically, what you have to do is convert the lights to work for LEDs. The reason that I come up with that idea was the idea that they had sent stickers for each one of the lights to replace the sticker that's on it originally to tell you the information for the ballast and stuff like that. Well, they're not going to send these unless they need to be modified, because now you got to put this sticker on to show everybody, if anybody was to change the bulb, that it ain't going to work with the fluorescent light no more. So basically, we're going to turn this light into an LED light instead of a ballast. And so I went on YouTube and started doing some research and found that you have to cut the ballast out and run it direct. So we're going to show you guys how to do that and just show you what I learned. So don't forget to have your Trump coffee before we get started here. I'll wait for you to get done getting your coffee. Alright, I'm tired of waiting. So I'll go ahead and put you guys over here on my makeshift four-wheeler bench and we'll show you what we're going to do. Alright, so now we've got this apart, and this is one of the easy ones to take apart. You may have the one that screws on, but this one here just kind of goes on, slides on, and then you just turn this in to tighten it. And I like these cases, and I found these along the road. Somebody had a free sign out, and I went ahead and took them. I had like 4 of them, and these are nice cases. I like these cases better than the ones that has the 2 screws that holds them together. So these are a little easier to work with. And I went and added a new ballast in this to update this one. But now we're going to do with LEDs. And the way this works is you got to cut these, and we're going to cut them about an inch away from the ballast, because this one's a good ballast. And then we'll do the same thing with the black. Always make sure you got this unplugged before you start working on it. If you don't, it ain't my fault. Alright, so we've got the neutrals unhooked. Now we're going to cut the hots. And we'll do about an inch away from it, because that's a good ballast. So we may need to use it someday. And then we'll just take the nut loose, pull the ground, lift this up out of the way, and take it out of the way, and it's done. So now we'll put our ground back where it belongs and tighten it back down. Now this light will never have fluorescent bulbs used in it again. So we have our switch hooked in line, and we've got our hot and our neutral. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take and put this back in. And we're going to strip all the black ones. Actually, I probably could have went back here. Yes. Well, that'll work. That'll give us extra long ones. Alright, so we're going to take all 4 of these tombstones and we're going to line them all up and we're going to hook them to the black. Every one of them, all 4 of them. And then we'll wire nut those together. Alright, then we'll just take and put these back down inside there. And then we've got one left. So we take the remaining 2 on the other end and we're going to strip those. Alright, since they're not long enough to reach, we're going to have to add a wire. So I have a yellow wire that came out of another light that I stripped, and we're going to strip that one. And then we're going to wire both of these together, all 3 of these. Alright, so then that will go over here to the neutral. You know what, I'm not going to cut that, I'm just going to leave it the way it is in case we need extra wire some other time. And then that will go to the neutral. And then we'll hide them wires down in there, just like so. Then we'll put our top on it. So we are done with that. It's that simple. And now we'll put our bulb in it. Now, these bulbs have an L on one side for line, and then an N on the other side for neutral. So we want the L to be towards the power, which is the black side. So we'll put them in. There's that one. Make sure the L is pointing in the right direction on the other one. And plug her in. And watch the firefly. There we got it. Now this light is LED. So now what we'll do is take these right back out. And them tombstones hold pretty good. I like those tombstones. Alright, so now we're going to wipe this down a little bit. And then we're going to take one of the stickers that was supplied with your tubes. And we're going to stick that right here. That way, we know from now on that this light is not for fluorescent tubes. Don't ask me what's going to happen if you do put a fluorescent tube in it. I don't know if it'll burn it up or just won't work, period. I don't know. I haven't got that far into the research. So now we can put our light back in. And we got power. I'm probably blinding the hell out of y'all. And that's how you do convert your fluorescent tubes to LED tubes. And yes, these are glass, they're not plastic. My other LEDs are plastic coated, but these here can break, so be real careful with them. The bulbs that I'm using are GE bulbs, and let's see if we can get a model number here. These were sent to me by one of my subscribers, and I have to have a magnifying glass to see it. Let me find a model number on this thing. Made in China. Naturally, right? That's where all the good stuff comes from. This is a LED 16 BD-T8/G4/850. Type B LED bulbs. So if you decide you want to do your update your shop with LED bulbs, that's how you do it. So now I've got this LED bulb to go over top of the mill, and that should take care of that. And I've got 8 of them all together, all 8 of these bulbs. So we're probably going to help a friend of mine out. He helps me out a lot, Dale. He needs a little more lighting in his shop, and I'm going to pay it forward and help him out too. Thank you very much, George. He's the one who sent these to me, and I greatly appreciate it. It makes the shop that much better for lighting. Now, I was originally going to do all the original lights that are in this shop, but they're not mine. So I'm not going to modify those, simply because every time I do stuff for other people, I know this is harsh, but I usually end up being the one paying the piper. So I'll just stick with my stuff and be done with it. So I've already upgraded one of these lights above the lathe, and then I'm gonna put this one above the mill, and then the rest of them are gonna be fluorescents. The only ones I'm doing the upgrades on are the ones on each one of my benches. So that ought to be plenty of light in here for me. I had plenty of light before, but these are just a little bit brighter, and it doesn't hurt to have more light. Anyway, I hope you guys got something out of this. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys have a good one. Later.